everybody. My name's Alexandra.
And I'm Angelica.
And this is Legends of Yesterday, where we talk about histories, mysteries, and ghost stories here in Florida.
Florida.
Now, if you've been here before, welcome back, you beautiful alicorns. If you have...
Wow, we haven't used that in forever.
You said that last episode when I used it.
Really?
Yes. Now,
good thing the memory's working really well.
Oh, yeah. If you are new here and you're new to the shtick, here at This is Legends of Yesterday, Angelica and I are sisters, and we will read stories to each other month by month. So this month is Angelica's month. I have no idea what she's going to be talking to me about, and I will be reacting to it.
So this time, I decided to go for something that's like easier because Alexandra will be going into surgery next week for her wisdom teeth.
I got all 4 out.
And as we know, she's the editor for Legends of Yesterday. So I went for something that's kind of easy. So
okay.
You won't see what I mean, but you'll see what I mean.
Got it. Well, okay. Real quick. I wanted to try something different today. Okay.
Is it the reading?
Well,
is that why they're there?
Yes. So I pulled tarot cards, and I read tarot cards, and I've been doing this for a while now, and I wanted to try to see if I could predict what kind of themes would be for this month's episode.
I'm really excited for this.
Based on cards.
Okay.
And the 3 cards I have are, now these are my Renaissance Cats cards. They were calling to me today. Okay, so the first one is the 2 of Swords. Okay, and I'll tell you after I say, okay.
I'm excited for this.
I also had the Hermit, but I had it in reverse. I know some people don't read reverse cards. I do. They tend to mean things for me. And then the Lovers. Okay? Now, you don't have to confirm or deny. And if this is so wrong, then I'm going to be like, this must have something to do with me.
Okay.
But
I'm not going to say anything.
But basically, in conjunction with all 3 cards and what they all mean, this is something about decision making. And it involves like not necessarily like firm choices, but it could also mean running away from something. Don't react.
You don't want a reaction?
Because I don't know if I'm right or not.
Okay, keep going.
It has something to do with
don't
like,
look at me.
Okay, needing to like a conflict or a conflicting something, right? Or needing to make a decision about something, and sometimes even running away from that decision. Like the Hermit, a lot of people think it's like something of seclusion. That's really funny. Some people think it's something of seclusion, and it's not necessarily seclusion. It's almost like the Hermit is the decisive of like coming into something. And like my Hermit has a little owl here because certain cards have certain meanings within them. So like my Hermit has a little owl on it. The owl is almost like the wisdom of the situation going on. So the 2 of Swords is basically like the actual conflict, the actual double-sidedness of it. And then we have the Lovers, and the Lovers don't necessarily mean like the lovers. It's like the relationship of it, or like how it affects like a willingness to participate in something or an unwillingness to participate in something, and the decision being made and using wisdom to do so.
This is for the entire month, right? So both episodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just said, how is today's recording gonna go?
Okay.
And that's
really excited for this now.
And that's it. So let's see how accurate I am. I don't know. I normally do one-on-one readings with people. I don't do readings about this because this is abnormal for me to do a reading about.
So, guys, in order to get the full thing from this, you're going to have to watch both episodes.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
Was I kind of correct? I have to figure out. Yeah. Don't I? Okay. That's crazy.
All right. Are we ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Are we going to get copywritten for that? We'll see. Okay. So. All right.
I am Little Miss Copyright.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Can you see now?
I can see clearly
what you're going to listen
to now. Can I see what I'm going to listen to? Absolutely. Okay. What do you want from me? You want like chaotic menace to society?
I don't know.
Do you want professional sister?
Because I read the comments and I heard, why don't we hear these beautiful stories instead of having interruptions during it? But I don't know what you want to do.
Someone commented that?
Well, they said it nicer or meaner. I don't know. We love you all.
I mean, I don't know you, but.
I don't know. Do what you feel. Apparently your intuition is interesting.
Go for it, Choco.
All right, here we go. So for our first episode, as you guys know, we split between history and then we go into mystery, ghost story, whatever. So this one is our history episode. And we're going to talk about something that in Florida, I mean, I don't know what you think about Florida, but is kind of out of place when it comes to Florida. Okay. So this takes place in Central Florida. This is a spot in Florida. I think I've actually seen it on Instagram or TikTok.
Okay.
It's known as the spiritual hotspot of Florida.
Like the Wicca town?
I don't know if it is, but
There's a whole town of Wiccas in Florida.
okay. This is Cassadaga. And we're going to talk about the strange story that started this town.
Okay.
Let's get started in the very beginning. So this story actually starts in...
We begin at the beginning. So sorry.
This story starts in January 6th, 1848.
Whoa.
We're in Victorian era. Okay. So the story starts with a boy named George Partridge Colby. He was born in Pike, New York. 1848. So he was born into a Baptist family. So I'm not Baptist. I don't know what a typical Baptist family is like, but he was born into, for the time, a typical Baptist family. And the thing is he was raised a Baptist, but this was not to be his fate. No.
Obi-Wan.
His fate was to found one of the most famous psychic communities in the South and one day become known as the seer of spiritualism. Have you heard of him?
No.
Oh, okay. What was that reaction then?
I think it's weird that I chose to start reading my cards on this episode.
Yeah, it was.
That's weird.
Everything about this is interesting. I wonder if he's with us now. Because he's definitely dead because he was born in 1848. Anyway. Sorry to spoil things. Okay. All right. So this is where we're going to learn how he became...
Did you say sorry to spoil things for him being dead?
Yeah.
That's really funny. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. You just kind of like breezed over it and I'm like, wait a minute.
A good joke doesn't need to be sat on.
That's what she said. Okay, keep going.
Anyway, we're going to learn how this typical Baptist kid went into becoming this huge spiritual leader.
Cool.
Okay. So the story begins when George was 12 years old. Mm-hmm. This was when his first experience happened.
Good number.
Actually, I heard in numerology that that's the number of harmony.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Some things I know.
Can't drop any new lore. Anyway.
They might not know.
12 is the number of harmony.
Hi, kids. Today's episode is brought to you by the number 12.
The more you know.
The more you know.
So when he was 12, he was baptized because, you know, with baptism, that's the whole thing. It's not about, like, we were raised Catholics and you get baptized when you're a baby.
Yeah,
so
you get popped out and then you get baptized.
And it's like, so the idea being your soul is saved. If you die as a baby, you're going to heaven, right?
Mm-hmm.
So baptism, it's all about the choice. Like you have to choose.
Baptists.
Yeah.
Okay. You said baptism.
Baptism is all about choice. Like you have to choose
Correct.
to, follow the faith.
Right.
So he think at this point he's chosen, he's going forward with it. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. When he was baptized in a freezing lake. In New York, freezing. Yeah. So some accounts say that in the shock of the cold water, something seemed to like crack through him. Okay, like crack him open, right? And from that point on, he believed he could see things that other people couldn't. So like the shock woke something up in him, right? And the baptism woke something up in him. He began to receive messages from different spirits, feel presences, and soon other people around him in his community started to notice that he's picking up on things that they don't see, he can't understand. And to ground things, what George experienced, George Colby, is kind of normal for the time. So around the mid 1800s, there was rapid industrialization. And to put it into context, something I really love, an analogy, is that the industrial era is equivalent to what's happening now, where we're going through like a very quick change in technology that we don't quite understand. Like it's happening very quickly and things are changing really fast. So in both eras, in the industrial period, people are falling into spiritualism, like very heavily, like trying to get back to their roots, trying to get back to like something internal, very like that they feel like they can be more connected to.
Can I say something crazy about this? Okay, so this has been coming up a lot for me recently. And even, I don't remember which king it was. Was it King George? That'd be crazy if it was King George. But it was like when glassmaking was becoming very big way back when. Okay. And people literally thought that their bodies were made of glass because of like the nudity of it. And it's like it's a psychological thing. So it's like the development of something new causes it to reflect on the psychosis of people. And it was like a common thing around the time. I have to like go back and look at it.
That's really interesting because if you think if you think about a lot of origin stories, like human civilization, it's clay. Like people are formed from earth, they're clay.
Supposedly.
But like glass.
It's the glass
what a
thing.
Crazy correlation.
And then like people are saying it now because of AI. It's like you can't, it knows what I'm thinking. Like that, like, but like people who literally think that kind of stuff, it's like that premise of it. It's like any kind of new thing. So there were some people that literally had like metal rods put into their clothes back in the time because they thought their bodies were made of glass. They thought they could break at any moment. So yeah.
Interesting.
And then, hey, look, what was it, Flagler? Yeah. Like that era also was super into spiritualism. And
I think
like
it's around the same period.
It's around the same period. And in the 20s as well, it's like a lot of people are going to psychics, but you had to be like a legitimate psychic to stay in business. And I just think that's crazy.
All right.
It's just cool. It's very fascinating.
Diving into that, exactly. So yeah, think about the industrial era at the time. Think that there's wars going on. There's a lot of death happening around that period of time. So people are like looking for something more, something beyond. And even like because so many people are dying from disease, from the industrial period, from war, what happens after death? They want something to be there. So this is when we get a new era of spiritualism. And for the kids at home, if you don't know what that is, it's a belief that the dead could communicate with the living.
Hey, kids.
Hey, kids. Spirits. Are they talking to you?
Find out next time on This is Legends of Yesterday.
One of the hottest places to become a spiritualist was in New York. Because obviously everything happens in New York.
Right.
Yeah. So like, very hot, very happening, fashion. Ooh, ties to Europe via boat, whatever. Anyway.
So much trade, so much diversity in New York.
So like we established, George
is
a New York kid.
Hey.
So he's right there when the trend is happening. Like he's seeing it in real time. And so he's like, I'm here. I'm with it. I'm hearing things. The cold woke me up.
Hey, I'm psychic here. Hey. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah. So he left officially the Baptist Church in 1867. He was 19 years old.
Oh, rebellion.
So he became what's known, lots of vocab words here today, as an itinerant medium. So what that means is that he's traveling from city to city doing his work. Or town to town. And he's giving readings to people who are interested in it, other spiritualists, whatever, and people who are complete skeptics. So he's like a traveling medium. He ends up building a reputation for himself. And he became very well known for his spirit guides. So like he was hearing things, he was talking to people, right? So he said like specifically, these are my spirit guides. And that was
so he had like very specific spirits that would fall. Okay,
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Which is interesting because we just started watching Battle of Fates.
Yes.
Which is a Korean shaman. It's shamans. Saju charts, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Saju chartists and card readers and stuff like that. I'm saying it's very interesting because like specifically the shamans talk about like very specific spirit guides. Not a lot of people talk, like I don't know if I have anything like that. I just know that the cards.
Anyway,
I feed off your energy like a battery.
These spirit guides gave direction to Colby. Colby was most known for one spiritual guide. Okay. And his
Marie Antoinette.
No.
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not sorry. Hey, if I have an opinion and if I want to interrupt something, right. Hey. If I have an opinion and I want to interrupt something because I, in the moment, have a thought, remember, you're watching a show with improvisers. Get with the times, guys.
Yes, and all right.
I can't believe I apologize. I'm so
never
embarrassed.
Say sorry. Don't apologize.
So embarrassed.
Don't apologize. So his most famous spirit guide is a Native American spirit called Seneca.
Okay.
And it's important. It's just written here. He identified himself as Seneca, the spirit guide.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it was like a possession kind of thing.
I don't know.
If you would refer to self as Seneca.
Seneca referred to himself as Seneca.
Oh. Yeah. I thought you were talking about like George.
I just want you to know George didn't name the spirit. Like the spirit said their own name.
Oh, okay.
Freedom of choice.
No. I just thought
spirits are people too.
So I just thought there's a fine line between what we're doing here. I just thought you were saying that George would refer to himself as Seneca like during readings.
I don't know that. They did not state that.
Oh, they didn't specify. No. Okay.
No.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it doesn't.
No.
Okay. Thank you. No. Continue.
Okay. What they did talk about is when Seneca might have first appeared.
Okay.
So there are some accounts saying that he appeared in the 1870s to Colby. Some people say that he did this in Ohio at first. Other people say Wisconsin.
Cheese curds.
But whatever story you read, Seneca talks to Colby and says this: you are going to travel south to Florida. And there, in a land of high pine hills overlooking
No. You got it.
Silvery. I can say this color. All right. Back to Seneca. They're in a land of high pines.
She has a problem with S words.
I really do. Seneca tells Colby the same thing. No matter where you think that they first met, you're going to travel to south to Florida. I keep forgetting he's in New York and Wisconsin and Ohio, whatever, in the north. There, in a land of high pine hills overlooking silvery lakes, you will build the greatest spiritual camp in the world. You will build this greatest spiritual camp the world has ever seen. I don't know why that was so hard. Okay. So, as we remember...
And this is around what time?
1840s.
Okay.
I'm sorry. 1870s. That was my bad.
Okay.
So, as we remember, we talked about the barefoot mailman last 2 episodes ago, and about the development in Florida and how it's not, right?
That's what I was just about to ask.
Yeah.
That it's still very rural in Florida.
So I'm going to refer to something there basically, but essentially I'll just skip ahead. I'll skip ahead. But basically what we talked about, it's interesting from the barefoot mailman, like that route system. If you don't know the route, go back and check it out.
It was crazy.
That's what exists during this time, right?
Right.
So there are those points. Never mind. Go back and check it out. But the only way to travel to Florida, the most southern point you could go by train, is Jacksonville.
Right. Very North Florida.
Yeah. So there's a lot of potential in Florida if you're willing to like deal with all the stuff that's in there having to do with nature. So
can I point something else out before I forget it?
Yeah.
Because I was going to say it at the end, but I think I'm going to forget.
Okay.
So in the 1870s, Colby is creating a spiritual oasis within South Florida. And 100 years later, in the 1970s, people will start to create, in 60s and 70s, more spiritual oases. So it's funny because we do see this repetitive nature every 100 years of creating these coalition of folks because people do need communities, right? Like I always say this, biologically we are herd animals. So
you're very serious this episode.
I think it's like very I don't know what's going on with me. But I just think it's funny because it's like this is like a pattern that we follow. There's this author. If I find the name of this author, I will put it in the description. So if I don't, you'll probably see a little thing that goes, she didn't, or she did, look, right? But there's an author that talks about the system of repetition in society and the repetition that goes throughout. So like every however many years, we see something like the Great Depression or like COVID and stuff like that. Like, but it's math. I mean, like it's all laid out and like how you should expect certain generations to fix certain things that are going on. So I think that's very interesting. That it only took 100 years for us to do it all over again.
Yeah. And less to do it again now. Anyway.
Sorry. I'm not sorry.
Don't be sorry. Anyway, so he's doing that. He's doing exactly that. Officially, the date that he sets off to do this is 1875. Okay. So, Colby wouldn't do this alone because he has Seneca. And he has another medium friend named T.D. Giddings. And he meets him in Wisconsin. Cheese curds.
Over cheese curds. Over cheese curds and spotted cow.
Hey, that's a good time. So, shout out to Wisconsin. Shout out to Appleton.
Hey, shout out to Appleton, Wisconsin. What'd it do?
So, they both travel by train to Jacksonville. Okay. So, then there, he traveled by boat to the St. Johns River.
Ooh.
And then they walked.
Wow.
So, this is like such a spiritual moment. I'm like thinking about like walking through the desert type of thing.
Oh, crazy.
So they're searching for Seneca's sign, right? The vision that Seneca, or the description that Seneca gave them. So they're literally walking into the scrubland. They're trying to like see what the ideal space would be.
Right.
So remember, it's 7 small hills and silvery,
I'll say the word for you, lakes.
Thank you. Which is interesting because it's Florida. So hills in Florida?
There's hills in Florida. They're just not tall. Well, look at Mount Dora, 184 and 185 feet above sea level.
Yeah. But wait, there it was. 7 forested hills, a cluster of lakes that shimmered under the sun, and it was kind of what is Volusia County today.
Oh, okay.
Near Blue Springs is what they discovered.
Okay.
So they decided to settle near there. From there, Colby went to work securing the land. So he's like working with lawyers, government people, land people, whatever.
Permits.
Yeah. He settled there. Oh, this is what he did. He filed the homestead claim in 1880.
Oh, okay.
Still, I don't know who handled that at the time, but that's what he did.
That doesn't matter. Florida.
So eventually, he was working on it. He was awarded 145 acres.
Whew.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah.
Dude.
And this was...
I should start a spiritual commune.
This was in 1884.
Wow.
Well, it's the devil, right? That's why a lot of people move west and like to the Midwest, kind of like underdeveloped areas now, and like cults you see move there because the land is cheap. You can get a lot of land, and it's not like, a lot of people are watching you necessarily.
You're paying your property tax.
Not saying this was a cult. It was a spiritual center, but it was not developed at the time. So, and whatever. So while he's doing all this, while he's developing this spot, he's still working as a traveling medium. So he's still going throughout the country.
Hey, you gotta make your money somehow, dude.
He's still going all over the country doing his work.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, too. Not only was he working while he was going around, he was recruiting people to move over. So he would attend this newly formed National Spiritualist
Natural Spiritualist Association. Thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk.
Am I going to have a problem now? As a 32-year-old?
Are you having a seizure?
I think so. Anyway, so it was established in the early 1890s. So now we're thinking that no longer is this just a movement. This is becoming something that's really an establishment, like an established group of people. This group is the first time that the spiritualists had any structure in the U.S. And when Colby attended these meetings, he started to see what his spot could become, you know?
Okay.
Like he started to form plans of what the future might hold.
Okay.
And he started to talk to more people, gather people that met through, it's called the Lily Dale Assembly. And it was another well-known group at the time. This group was formed specifically of affluent people. Like, you got to think about high society New York at the time. Like, they have a bit of wealth and a bit of time, people in New York. So together, what they did was they chartered the Southern Cassadaga Spiritual Camp Meeting Association. So what that means is...
There's so many associations back then. It's wild.
But what that means is that they created a branch. Like, so there's New York right now.
Right.
And now there's a Southern branch for spiritualists.
Incredible.
That's well known in high society.
Because representation is important.
Oh, okay.
A union, if you will.
So on January 3rd, 1895... Colby deeded 35 of his 145 acres to this new association. So he still owns all this land.
Still so many. Why did he give them so many acres?
Because this is his dream. And it's only 35 of them. It's like, he still has 100 and...
Like, to play with.
Yeah.
Like, it's just empty lot. Oh, I see what's happening.
So the group was again inspired by Seneca to, remember Colby's spiritual guide, to name it Cassadaga because it means water beneath the rocks. But just to level things out here, Cassadaga might have also gotten its name from a New York spiritualist community that was also pretty well known at the time in New York. So, like...
But no one, actually, fully 110% knows?
No. It's, pretty well known.
Oh.
But, so there's thought that to create a tie between the two, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. To correlate them.
Right.
It might in part be that he's copying that. It might be to build familiarity between the two.
Got it.
To say, oh, hey, a chain, oh, there's a Olive Garden in New York. There's one in Florida. I know what Olive Garden is, but they're not together.
Got it.
So this vision came to life, and the community quickly became a really popular place for spiritualists to go, especially because, again, a lot of the people are wealthy. And hey, we have this northern community, and now we have a southern, a winter getaway camp, where people think like me. So by 1898, so this is about 8 years later? Did I say 90?
75. 1875 to 1898.
I mean, okay. 3 years after he deeded this land over, they had more than 8 cottages built. Along with a lodging hall. So they have cottages for people to live, a lodging hall, for people to...
We love camp.
Yeah. A library, a dance pavilion.
Oh.
It's basically like a summer camp.
Oh my gosh.
So this was all happening. By the 1920s,
Yeah.
it was roaring. Like, it was big,
Wow.
right? So think about all those like crazy spiritualist movies that are becoming like horror movies now from the 1920s. Like, it's booming.
A lot happened in the 20s.
Yeah. So it became known as the Golden Age for Cassadaga, the 1920s. At this time, the Colby Memorial was built as well. The buildings multiplied. The streets were filled with spiritualists, healers, and people who were like seeking out something more.
Yeah.
Right? In 1922, the Cassadaga Hotel officially opened.
That's when the Davy Women's Club was established.
Wow. Correlation. So this was a big deal because it gave a way for people to, like, more people to visit the area.
Yeah.
And tourism.
We love economy.
It gave a nice cash flow for the community.
And who in Florida would deny an economic boom happening? No one.
Mm-mm. But as we know, in retrospect, golden ages are called golden ages because they're over, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this golden age,
like the golden years.
Yeah. It ended in 1926.
Okay. Hey, that's a pretty good run.
Because there, like, the big thing that happened was a fire. A fire swept through the community. And around the same time, the Depression was going on.
Right. Yeah, it was starting.
Not a lot of recovery time. Some of the buildings and the hotel had to go into private hands. Like, it no longer belonged to the community itself. Right? Because think everything was owned by the larger community. They sold the properties to other people that were not associated with Cassadaga.
It went corporate.
Yeah. And that marked the end of Cassadaga as we know it, right? Like, purely a spiritualist hotspot. Cassadaga.
I'm crazy. Am I crazy, or is there something called Cassadaga nights? Okay, great. Just checking.
Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. I had to, like. Anyways.
Okay.
It was stuck in my head, and I was like, yeah, I have to ask.
You asked.
Thank you.
Enter Will Ferrell. Just kidding. Okay. So Cassadaga is still around today. Went into private hands, but it's still around. It was officially listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1991.
Nice.
And as a 57-acre, let's see if I can say this, 57-acre federally recognized historic district.
You did it.
Applause. Oh, it's that. Okay. In this district, you can still find the hotel, the Cassadaga Hotel, the Colby Memorial Temple, which it still holds Sunday services. What? Right? Crazy. Pretty cool.
We have to go.
I know. The Caesar Foreman Healing Center, a community library, and a ton of Victorian styled cottages.
Oh my God, we have to go.
We have to go.
Wait, where is this?
Later.
No.
Later. Go vacation shopping later. Okay. So
It's not vacation, it's research.
in Cassadaga today, there's about 100 residents that live there, that live within the grounds itself. And there are about 300 in the wider community.
If I am correct about this location, this is the location where you have to prove, if I'm correct, that you are a psychic to live in.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't go that deep into modern.
I'll do a quick Google after you're done with this segment. But there in Florida, first of all, there's the Wicca town.
Do you want to do
which
it
is
now
supposed
so
to
you
feel
don't
like
have to
super
search for
good
it?
and clean and stuff. But there's no, it's not what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
It's just basically saying that the air of the town smells like stale incense, and there's an unsettling quiet at the downtown intersection and stuff like that.
Interesting.
You were not like required to be that. This might be the Wicca town.
Okay.
I don't know. Who knows? You know what? Hold on. That is the Wicca town in.
Maybe that's our next set of episodes. You can handle that.
So can I tell you guys a funny story while I Google this? We were at freaking Chili's one time, and all of us, we were all at, it was in college.
Okay.
We were with her mother, and there was a guy who was doing balloon animals at the time.
Okay.
And he had long hair. What's his name? Justin? I don't know. Anyway, this was years ago. And yep, the psychic capital of the world, the Wicca town, is known as Cassadaga. Okay, so I am correct. So
wait, so this is the same thing?
Town in South Florida. What is the Wicca town in South Florida called? It is normally referred to as Cassadaga.
What?
Okay, so yes. Okay, ready? So
okay.
I met a guy whose girlfriend lived there and like lived there all her life because she was a Wicca, a spiritualist and stuff like that. And he's the one that informed us about it. And I have been obsessed with this place ever since. I just didn't know it was called Cassadaga. I just knew it was the Wicca town in South Florida. So that's wild. So yeah, he was a balloon artist, and then he was doing like balloon animals for us at the table. And then my mom was like, "Did you know that there's a Wicca town in South Florida?" Like, we're having a conversation while he's blowing balloons, and he goes, "Oh, I know where that is." And we're like, "What?"
That's so crazy.
And she goes, "You do? Can you, like, what do you know about it?" And he goes, "Oh, that's where my girlfriend's from. Yeah, it's like a really nice place. Like the air feels like really nice there, but like you definitely feel the spiritual energy there." And I was like,
we have to go. Watch out, Cassadaga. We're coming to chill.
I want to go and explore and experience and have fun, and who knows?
All right. So now we know that it's the Wicca community.
The Wicca community is often referred to as the Cassadaga is often referred to as the Wicca community because so many people are so spiritually inclined there.
So if you are in Florida, then you might have seen this pop up on like your TikTok, your Instagram around Halloween.
Some people are like, it's the creepiest place. It's not creepy. The energy is different because there's different folks there, and that's it.
So a lot of the time when they get tourism, it's around like Halloween season, or for anyone who is seeking some.
So we have to go
experience.
like off season.
Yes. All right, cool. Okay.
This is very exciting.
I know what you're thinking. You're definitely thinking this.
I'm following you.
What?
I'm following you.
I thought we were saying it at the same time. Mind meld?
Sure. What happened
to...
Oh, Colby?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got it.
I was going to say, witches. So sorry if you're just listening.
If you tuned
that I will apologize for. I will apologize for making that noise. Witches. I am a witch. I can't say anything.
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife.
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife.
We know what happens to the town, but things get a little bit more mysterious when it comes to Colby, right? Cool.
Of course, shrouded in mystery is he.
He did live, which doesn't always happen, to see his spiritual hotspot become a hotspot, right?
Nice.
Like he saw the success of the community growing.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yes. But this is where it's weird because when he became older, he started to become a recluse.
A hermit! Guys, you don't understand how many times I've been right in this episode.
Twice. What's that?
I'll say it next time.
Okay. You gotta tune in for next time. So he started to like disassociate from camp activities, pull away.
Aww.
And he became a recluse, a hermit from the very town he helped develop and build. He ended up moving to a place called New Smyrna Beach, which was pretty adjacent, but like obviously outside of the camp. And his health started to decline. So he also filed for bankruptcy at one point, but whatever. Doesn't matter. He died in June 1933. So this is after the golden era. He got to see it.
33.
33?
Let them interpret that however they want to.
Keep going. Like angel numbers or something?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
33 is when Jesus died.
Interesting.
I'm just saying. I'm all for a conspiracy, my guy.
What an episode.
Hey.
So he was buried nearby.
Also, you turned 33 this year. Keep going.
Why does that make me nervous?
This is a weird episode, guys. I'm like actually freaked out. I'm warm.
Oh no, I didn't expect
this. This is such a spiritually dense episode because you're learning a lot about us right now.
Okay. So he was buried in nearby Lake Helen in
Yay, Lake Helen.
The very cemetery that would become famous for its own dark stories. Mm-hmm. And as soon as he dies, immediately the stories begin about his spirit, right? Of course, like he's from a very spiritualist spot.
Yeah.
Like people are probably seeking him out. And
for answers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Rumors even started to begin. 33 conspiracy theories. Is
the 33 pillars for the Illuminati. Okay, keep going.
Is his grave empty? Did he die?
That's like that couple in Miami that the guy, like they said, like the grave is in the back of this. Remember? We covered that episode like a while ago. Yeah, that was a wild story too.
So like immediately people are starting to create conspiracy theories. They said that instead of dying, he simply vanished. Like he didn't go anywhere.
Can I say something crazy?
What?
I wanted to ask you if he just evaporated into nothing.
Like that's another theory.
Like he just
like
kind of like
theory. Yes.
Like
ascended.
Like Homer Simpson going into the bushes. And
yeah.
just
So like the idea is that like the man who had communicated with the spirits and been so close to the spirits, those very spirits carried him off in the end.
In full body and form. But no one like actually knows.
Nobody knows.
Wild. I love this stuff.
Other people obviously think that he still walks the cemetery where he was buried.
Of course.
Most basic.
Isn't that such a like a weird thing that people okay, so like some people think that cemeteries there's no spirits there because they're at rest, and then a lot of people will catch spiritual energy at cemeteries. Mm-hmm. So it's like I don't know what to believe, but I think that who knows, maybe some spirits that aren't actually buried there are like, what's up, what's going on? No, I'm just visiting the property. No, I died like 20 meters away from here.
Oh, my family keeps visiting this spot, so I guess I have to come with them because they call on me when I'm there.
Because there on TLC. In like 2008, 2010. I could be wrong about the days, but when I was very young, very, very young, there were two ladies who were a little bit older, maybe like 40s to 50s, and they would go home to home and assist in cleansing the house. Okay. I used to watch this religiously, and I loved them because they were so logical about it, and they looked like housewives. Mm-hmm. And they there was one lady that they went into her house, and they're walking around her house, and they said the energy in the home is not something else. It's what you created. You created this energy in the house.
Ooh, that.
So the fact that you're saying like, oh yeah, my family keeps visiting the spot, I guess I have to come back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're not letting go. Mm-hmm. Like it's fine to call on family every once in a while, but that's like a huge thing on like keeping spirits.
It's like a telephone.
Exactly. Look, hey, on our grandmother's death day, like we always celebrate our grandmother's death day. All of the families, like if we know what day they died and stuff like that, it's like you light a little candle for them. But I remember one time I like heard my grandma in my head, and I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And you know when like you hear your grandma reprimand you a little bit, and she's like, stop it, and you're like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Wow. She doesn't reprimand me.
Maybe you just don't hear it.
Anyway.
But you hear her. It's like, light my candle. And you're like, okay, I love you.
Okay. So,
yeah.
That is the end of our Cassadaga and George episode.
What a cool episode.
So, just a little teaser for the next episode. On the next episode, we're going to go back to the cemetery where George was supposedly buried.
Supposedly.
And we're going to talk about this, if you know it, this old brick bench that sits between two graves. A bench that the locals call the Devil's Bench. Until next time.
I'm so excited. I'm not even going to comment. I made my comment.
Okay.
This is very exciting. Yeah. What do I think about everything that happened? I think I'm excited for the next episode.
As am I.
I will tell you what I got. At the beginning of the next episode, I'll tell you the card, because in the middle of the episode, I'll say something crazy. I have never told you guys that I read tarot. Only a couple people within our work life know that I read tarot.
This is a fun vacation thing that she does for us.
Yeah, I do this like if we're doing our ghost tours, or if the family's together, I'll do tarot. Or if you guys ever go to the Old Navy Schoolhouse for their Spirited History nights, I read tarot there. Mm-hmm. So when I'll say this at the top of the episode, because in the middle of the episode it was like pull card, pull card, pull card, pull card, and I'm like, okay,
all right, I'm excited.
We'll see. I don't know. Maybe this means nothing. Maybe this means nothing.
You guys are gonna have to wait 2 weeks to hear what this card is. 2 weeks. That's awesome.
So exciting. All right. Well, until next time, we have nothing else to say. No, I'm just excited.
I am too.
I'm so hyper.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode. All right, everyone. My name is Angelica.
I'm Alexandra.
And this is
Legends of Yesterday. See you guys next time.
Bye.